What's up, everybody? This is Ironhide City 17, and this is my review of Transformers Power of the Primes, Legends class, Battle Slash, and his partner, Road Trap. Now, these guys are not your average, everyday Legends class Transformers. Because not only are they two individual Transformers, but they also combine into a bigger robot. And he goes by the name of Battletrap, which is really neat. So, before I get started, I'm going to show you the packaging here real quick. So, here is Battle Slash's card art, and here is Road Trap's. Now I'm going to have to put these guys off to the side here real quick. So you have Battle Slash here on the left and Road Trap here on the right. And then on the backs you have their robot and vehicle modes. As you can see, Battle Slash here is a white helicopter, and Road Trap is a blue SUV. And then there are your bios up top. You can pause those and read those on your own time. So I'll just put those down here for now. Also have, very conveniently, and I do mean conveniently, shown instructions. So you have two sets of instructions. This one here covers Battle Slash, going from robot to helicopter, and then all the way into the torso for the combined mode, Battle Trap. And then the other one covers Road Trap, who is, as you can probably guess, the lower half. Covers from robot to truck, or SUV, and then he will become the lower half, like from the waist down of the combined mode. So, I believe it's from the waist down. You also receive in these packages two beautifully colored collector cards. In this instance, I've got Prima Battle Slash, Inspires Allies, with bravery and strength beyond his size. And then I have Onyx Road Trap. I think this is actually my second Power of the Primes figure with Onyx, with an Onyx Prime card. Could be wrong on that. Anyway, Road Trap casts his mind across space to steal Autobot secrets. Sounds like a Shockwave idea. So, let's get to it. Here you go. Now, these figures, in my opinion, are really cool, in my opinion. Sorry, I keep knocking them over. So we'll start off here with Battle Slash. He is the helicopter of the, or he is the aerial assault, or he's the upper half, yeah, of the combiner. And I'm trying to find the on switch here on my turntable. There it is. So, honestly, the only real complaint I have about this guy is why they didn't give him a gun. Like, I mean, come on. Some Transformers need weapons, but it's just a minor negative. But the only other real negative is the blade here. Wish it could come off and become a sword. Because if you remember back to the card I just showed you like about 60 seconds ago, notice. Sword. No sword. I wish this could be done with the toy. So, his posability is actually a lot better than I expected out of these little guys, despite being little Legends class figures. Head is on a very tight swivel. Nice tight ball joints in the shoulders. He has, and that ball joint also allows for in and out. He has a ball jointed elbow for slightly over 90 degrees, which is not bad. He has the ball joint here also allows for a bicep swivel, ball jointed hips, ball joint for bicep and knee articulation, and no foot articulation. Now, his transformation is actually a little more complicated than I thought, but at the same time, really cool. So, I'm going to zoom in here because there's actually one part that if you saw my previous attempt at doing this review, there was one part I don't think I was clear on. And I'll go slowly when I reach that point. It's here at the shoulder. So, to start off with, turn the arms so the fists point in towards the body. And then rotate. I like to rotate the arm up over his head, like so. Next, come to the front here, and then open his chest all the way, like unpeg his chest plate and fold the head up. And then close that panel up again. Now, on these hinge combined, now this is the first part where I was a little unclear. So this hinge combined with this ball joint. First, rotate the hinged part so it's at a 90-degree angle like that. And sorry if I had that off camera there. So, again, like that. And then on that ball joint, these two pegs right here, where my thumb is, will go into that hole. Or actually, it's just that one peg. My bad. So it should look like that. And then, just to get it out of the way, I like to put the arm like that. So it's out. Like this. So it's pointing horizontal. So now we'll do the other side. On the arm with the rotor, like we did before, fold the arm out to a 90-degree angle, fold down on the hinge, collapse it on that ball joint, and then rotate it in so it points horizontal, like so. Next, this is where it got a little tricky. This is where some people have difficulty. You want to bring this whole arm section up and around to the opposite side of this black piece. So what I found to be easy, which would be more convenient, is unpeg the chest for the combine mode and then rotate it, or rotate the arm on that hinge to the complete opposite side. Now you feel like you're going to break it, but you're not. And then point the arm with the rotor straight up. Once that is done, you should have the arm hanging like this. And then the rotor will be off on his one arm. On the other arm, same deal. Bring it out, swivel it around to the opposite side, fold the arm up, and then close what will be the combined mode's head, like so. Next, and I'll get the turntable out of the way temporarily. Next, we're going to move these out of the... So now we're going to concentrate here on the legs. First, I like to get these arms out of the way temporarily. That way, we can unpeg the legs, or for that, sometimes I like to bend the knee and then rotate it 180. That way, once I get it transformed, the tail rotor will already be in place. So, once again, bend the knee, rotate it around, and unbend it. Now, split right here. These are going to be battletrap's shoulders. So you will want these split a while. And then bring these up. And then peg them together. Close up the tail. I'll do the nose cone in a minute. Fold up the arms and the rotor. Close down the canopy. And then last but not least, lift and close down the nose cone. And there you have a nice little helicopter. And the nice thing about the helicopter is, yes, the rotor does spin. Now, believe it or not, this guy is not actually alone because, well, he is a combiner. So we are now going to put the helicopter off to the side and bring in Road Trap. Now, Road Trap, his pose ability, again, swivel in the head, ball joint in the shoulders, elbows. Well, everywhere's a ball joint except this part, which is, well, yeah, everywhere's a ball joint except the head. So, yeah. So, his transformation is much more easier and a lot, or actually a lot more complex as well. But, again, cool. Now, I don't think I showed the date stamp on these guys yet, so, or actually, I don't think I measured these guys, so, real quick, here's here's Road Trap compared to a Nintendo 3DS stylus. He is shorter than a 3DS stylus. Now, that date stamp, where could it be? Let's see, I think it's inside here somewhere. So, turn his head around, unpeg his arms, and then you're going to want to unpeg and bring out these wheels right here, because you'll see why in a minute. Unpeg the head, and then, if you haven't guessed already, his whole upper body splits in two. So, wait. Hold on. Nothing. So, bring these halves down. I'll find the date stamp later. Like so. bring the arms back. Now it looks like we're doing combined mode, but we're not. And you'll see why in a minute. And then reconnect everything. Actually, you can't yet because you have to connect, or fold the foot down like so. Here, I'll zoom out here. There we go. And then those black pieces I mentioned, after you combine the cab, there we go. Something wasn't lining up right, but I think I got it in. There we go. Now we got it. So this is where a lot of people mess up. Some people are putting the wheels, then the fists. Actually, you put the fists in here. And then the wheel. Okay. Now, I don't know what's causing him not... I don't know what's causing this to be higher than the other one, so if anybody knows, let me know in the comments, please. Because... And then finally, bring the head down. I think I almost had it. Anyway, so there are the vehicle modes. You have an SUV and a helicopter. However, this is not the highlight of this set, actually. Though, for comparison, Power of the Primes Deluxe Class Dreadwind and an iPhone 7 case. Yeah. But believe it or not, this thing is like this iPhone case right here, we're talking, is like 3 Legends class figures long. So, yeah. That is how big it is. So, alright, let's go ahead and get these guys merged together. So, we'll start with the lower half. To start, flip out the road trap head again. And I like to have it backwards so there's not a secondary head showing. Flip these wheels down and unpeg the arms. Fold the wheels up again. Well, that's what I like to do. It's personal preference. Actually, oh yeah, you are supposed to unpeg the arms temporarily because you split the whole unit in half, this part, because these, if you haven't guessed, are Battletrap's hips. Yeah. And then flip. So what I like to do here is flip up the windshield and then flip out the foot. And then tuck the arm round back to make sure the leg is nice and clean. There we go. So that's 1/2 complete. Now, do that again. So if you missed that, we're going to do the exact same thing. Bring out the arm. Open up the windshield here. Fold out the robot foot. And then bring the arm, or road trap's robot arm, back. So once you got everything pegged in, believe it or not, that is the lower half of the figure. Oh, and can you believe it? I had a mistransformation there. I am sorry about that. I actually had those parts slid up, or slid too far down. So, oops. I mean, even we video reviewers make mistakes. But first you don't succeed, try again. So that is the lower half. So we'll put that off to the side and bring in the upper half. So for the upper half, go ahead and start by splitting the helicopter rotor. And actually, I like to start by pushing the tail down at a 90-degree angle here, and then splitting the robot arms. Then we can unpeg them and fold them underneath. That will actually clear up. That will actually give us clearance to bring the arm, or bring the helicopter tail around and peg in on each side of the canopy, like so. And that will actually form new shoulders. Now, if you haven't watched Transformers Energon, or actually I'll save that for a minute. I'll hold that part for a minute. Okay. Next, once you have the arms adjusted, sorry, don't forget to turn the arms around. Sorry, I didn't mention that. All you got to do now is fold them to the other side of the robot again. And again, I advise caution on this joint right here. Well, actually, what I like to do is first unpeg the arm, then rotate it around. There we go. So if I was off camera there, I'll do that again. So what I did was I unpegged the arm, flipped it to the opposite side, and then flipped it down. And then you can do whatever you want with the arms. Me, however, I like to connect them on his back so he has the blade like a sword. Finally, flip up the combined head. And once you've got everything plugged together, you have the two halves ready to go. So, there we go. Now, you have a combiner port right here on the helicopter Battle Slash, and Road Trap's head will plug into that port. They join together, and there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you Power of the Primes Battle Trap. Now, believe it or not, I have never owned Battletrap when I was younger. And It's true, actually. I've never owned a version of this guy. Nor did I even own flywheels. You know, the tank and jet Duocon. This set is awesome. Turning off my turntable here for a second. Standing completely vertically, he comes to about, let's see, 5 1/2 inches tall. So this guy is really neat, in my opinion. And just to do a comparison, I'm going to show you a quick comparison here real quick. That's why you're hearing me transform another figure that I actually have here in the lab with me. And he was like super convenient for me to grab. He was like right next to me, right here on my desk. Here we have another one of my personal favorite figures, and one I've already reviewed. Coming in for comparison is Power of the Primes Deluxe Dreadwind. Now, it's not much, but I mean, really, it's not much, but let me bring back my ruler. Seriously. Actually, judging by my view screen, yep, I was right. Dreadwind here is slightly taller than Battletrap. Just slightly. But really. So overall, as far as pros go with this guy, he is not one but two very cool and interactive figures combined. Like, seriously. The fact he's two individual robots, that's a big pro for me. Number two, they combine nicely. And that actually leads me into my next pro. He's very easy to transform. And, like, the biggest pro of all, the biggest pro is he's got awesome articulation despite being a combiner. And, like, that's it. That means this guy's not top heavy. I mean, I've got to push him to make him fall over. The secret is that he's got nice, big feet and nice heels back here. So, posability, like, really? He's got swivel head, ball joint for 360 in the shoulder, elbow on a ball joint for a little over 90 degrees, torso articulation ball joint in the hip. He has a thigh swivel, hinged knee, and ball jointed ankles. So overall, how high would I rate this figure? Well, seriously, as far as this figure goes, overall rating, I'm going to give this guy a 9.5 overall. So that's going to lead into me saying I would very, very strongly recommend this figure. He is near perfect, in my opinion. So if you can, strongly recommend this figure. I can't stop saying that. That is how happy I am with him. So this is Ironhide City 17 for Transformers Power of the Primes, Battletrap, aka Battle Slash and Road Trap. I want to thank you guys for helping me cross 100 subscribers. This review was actually dedicated to the fact I crossed 100 subscribers. And also, I want to thank the members of Team Ironhide City for, again, helping me with this review. Like, all the great comments I've been getting. Seriously, guys. Like, I believe a few of you guys also have YouTube pages, like Nathan, David. You guys, 2 thumbs up, guys. You rock. Please check them out in the description below. I'm sure they've got some excellent videos. Also, a big shout out to my good buddy, Rex the Extreme Werewolf. Again, you rock, buddy. Check him out in the description below. And this is Ironhide City saying, Battletrap is awesome.